Welcome back, subscriber, commenter, and people that just randomly find my videos. Today we're out on the Eovan GTS Carbon Pro, and we're going to do a range test with, as you guessed it, the Cloudwheels. So what I ended up doing, I threw the Onsra 40T ABEC pulleys on here, and they work great. Now, I will say, do that at your own risk. If you want to interswap parts, do that at your own risk. These boards are manufactured a certain way, and there's no known norms across the community. So if it doesn't work, if it's off by just a little bit, you can end up destroying things. I think they're going to work. They sound like they're going to work. And as you can tell, the clicky noise on the Eovan is completely gone. That's because of the last video that I showed you, that clicky noise are coming from the pulley bearing. Because it didn't seat all the way, there was a side lateral pressure on the bearing, you know, destroying the bearing. Anyway, so now we got Cloudwheels on here. We're gonna see how far it can go. I'm going to forego the distance test or the top speed run this time, because this is the same exact setup as the rubber wheels. I may get 1 mile an hour more out of the Cloudwheels, so I'm not even gonna do it. It's not worth the risk. 28 miles an hour, 29 miles an hour, call it what it is. It's still 40T pulleys with 105 millimeter wheels. So we're gonna forego that. It's 60 degrees outside today. I have noticed recently that as the temperature drops, so does my range. So I went on a ride yesterday at 19 degrees. I went on the Evolve. Sean was on the Viril. It was 19 degrees Fahrenheit outside. That's negative, I don't know what, 5 degrees Celsius, something like that, -5. And we noticed about a 15% decrease in range. So with that range test, I'm trying to go when it's nice outside. But if you weigh less than 200 pounds, I weigh 200 pounds. If you weigh less, you're gonna get more distance. If it's warmer outside, you're probably gonna get more distance. But it's a beautiful Colorado day, so we're gonna go out for a ride. Here we go. Two and a half miles into the ride, and we're about at 92% on the remote. So with this one, I've already gone over a whole bunch of stuff for the board, so it's going to be a lot shorter video and more just video, raw video of the actual board. Enjoy. Tell me what you think in the comments. I will say already I can tell that this is going to get more mileage because the board coasts way better with the Cloudwheels than the rubber wheels. But we knew that going into it. All right, quick update, 4.8 miles and 92% on the remote. So I had to go down a long hill since the last update, and it actually regened enough battery that I'm where I was up at the top of that hill. So that's pretty cool. Let's keep going. All right, we're at 8.2 miles and 78% according to the remote. I love riding through new construction sites because as long as there's not all the gravel on the roads are perfectly smooth and there's no traffic. So I can just kind of ride around and do whatever I want on a perfectly smooth road. All right, we're just over 19 miles and we're about 52%-ish on the remote. These loops that I'm doing right now, they're about 1.5 miles and I'm losing about 3% every lap. Now, the loop consists of a long gradual uphill section and a long gradual downhill section. But yeah, over 19 miles and we're barely reaching 50%. This might be the first board to get over 40. All right, so the wind really picked up, and on part of this loop, I have a really strong headwind, and that's starting to kill the range. So I'm at 25 miles and around 34% battery, but the loops were taking about 3% battery per loop, and now I'm up to like 6% battery per loop. So the wind is affecting it quite a bit. It's gonna kill the overall range, and in all honesty, I'm riding the board a little bit more aggressively today than I was with the rubber wheels because my feet are killing me and I'm trying to get it done. So yeah, that's where we're at now. Okay, we're at about 29 miles and I got about 25% left. So we're gonna start heading back to the house. This wind really changed the dynamic. I was on par to make over 40 miles, and now I think we're gonna be shy of it. But this is real world riding, so yeah, wind or no wind, we're gonna see how far it goes. Look at the flag just whipping in the wind. When I rode up here, that flag was completely still. That's the end of the ride. 34.1 miles. My feet really hurt. I strongly believe that if I didn't have that rough guess 30-mile-an-hour wind that picked up, that I would have hit 38. But it is what it is. It hit 34 on Cloudwheels. Now, for those asking if it has battery sag, yes, it does. So at, I guess, under 25%, the throttle just nowhere near responsive. So it does have battery sag, but I mean 25% with good weather, that's over 30 miles. So you won't have battery sag until after 30 miles ish. All right, thank you very much, appreciate it. You guys take care, be safe.